Hey, this is gonna be a short guide on auto-attacking. So pros like Gumayusi or Nemesis are known for their above average auto attacks and precise movement with the mouse in the game. So what used to be the case years ago, people would try to master the art of auto attack moving by using the cursor to kite, then move back and forth between the target and where you want to go, and basically do this over and over again, which uses a lot of mouse movement and it needs to be really precise. So because of this, there was a really high learning curve for champions that are primarily ranged and use auto attacks like ADCs or certain ranged mages like Kayle or Orianna. Due to this, and players generally being lazy to learn high skill variant things in League of Legends, people began to practice using a different kind of method, which is the attack move click key that you can set to your keyboard in the settings. Using this, it became a lot easier for players all around to auto-attack and move at the same time without using too much coordination requirements for your mouse movements. If you do not know what attack move click is, think about one key that you can bind to an action where if you click the key in the game while moving your cursor anywhere close an enemy champion, you will attack them no matter if your cursor is directly above them or slightly besides them. This also works for minions, monsters, and dragons and barons. Lately though, we were able to see at least two players who are well known in the community to do a different kind of auto attack move. When they use attack move click, you can see an outline for the range that the champion you're using has on auto attacks. With this keybind and another one that I will get into now, you can essentially use a different setup where you use your right and left mouse button to alternate between moving and clicking, which creates a sort of same movement as using the A key or whatever button you've been using for attack move click. At the advantage of also seeing your attack move range and being able to only use your mouse for the movement and the clicking, while also using other keys on your keyboard for abilities and such. Now, all this made me wonder. I come from an OSU background where you use two keys on your keyboard to alternate between button presses. This is a highly effective way of pressing two buttons quickly in succession over and over again. Now, I'm not too good with this on the mouse because I've never practiced it. Although I know there's players who are able to do this perfectly, such as AngelSim or Emilia. But since I've only ever played with Y and X on my Quartz keyboard, I thought it would be a nice idea to try this out in League of Legends. So that's what I did, and here's the result. Now, as you can see in this clip, this method is highly effective. You can provide as many abilities and auto attacks as humanly possible during a team fight or a 2v2 or a 1v1 anywhere on the map at any point in the game. Now, it is slightly less effective than using the A key for attack move click, but that's simply because it takes some time to practice using X and Y in succession while also staying in a rhythm of the auto attacks coming out of your character. Now, this is easier on champions that have a faster attack animation. Vayne is not a good example because she's using a crossbow, not a gun. A champion like Misfortune or Lucian, for example, will have an easier time using this method. But regardless, I think it makes for a fun thing to try out in League of Legends or get used to perhaps improve your performance if you're struggling with manual mouse button clicks while trying to attack someone on ADC or a mage that uses it like Kayle. I also took it upon myself to reverse engineer the kind of method that Nemesis and Gumayusi are using. Here you can see the settings I'm using for that. This is of course not 100% verified, but it generally has the same results where you use your left and right mouse button to kite using these settings. Regardless, I hope someone can use this information. I'm personally going to use the second method provided in this video. You can of course choose whatever method you want. If you want to stick to normal attack moving, that's also fine. Just know that a lot of players in this game are using keybinds for their advantage and you're missing out. Unless of course you can auto attack at 3.0 attack speed without any problems, then this video is not for you. Anyway, have a nice day and see you next time.